What's happening, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm finally here in the flesh, not behind the camera. So I'm currently using my phone, as you can tell. I noticed some of the videos I've uploaded, the first few, a bit pixelated. Well, that's only because I didn't realise my phone's got 4K. So yeah, I'm a bit of a novice trawler. Ground worker, aren't I? So a bit stupid really. But yeah, just an intro video really. But tanks and stuff behind us and that. Few updates, what's happening. What else? Pond builds, extension build, pool pond, loads of stuff really. Got loads of little projects coming up. The pond video build, I will be uploading all the videos as well, just so you can get an idea how to do things. Like I say, I'm a ground worker by trade, concrete slabs, second nature, 25 years experience now, so done it since I left school. So yeah, I will be talking you through the way you prep a concrete slab, and obviously stuff like that, and maybe even do a few different slab builds if anyone's interested. I'll just go through them, but the main one I'm going to do is a raft. So at the time, obviously, I don't be digging footings out, but yeah, so I'll be uploading the build and that. So what else have we got? Story about the red-tailed catfish really. So basically in 2014 I think it was, I got myself a 300 litre fish tank. Long story short, I have kept koi, carp and sturgeon for bloody hell since I was 20 something like that, 20, 21. After my old man passed away really, because my old man would never let me have a pond. So it's a bit mad as it sounds like. After he passed away, 12 months later, I moved his garden shed and I built a pond at my mum's house. So yeah, that's the start of it really. Like I say, the red-tailed catfish. Yeah, so I had one many years ago. Had him in a 300 litre tank. He outgrew that within 16 months, maybe even less than that. Could have been 10 months really. But yeah, me and the missus's mate, we both had one at the same time. I lost mine thinking I was doing stuff right and I wasn't. I was doing it wrong, and at the time as well, I just realised what I was doing wrong with koi carp as well. Like I say, I've had a fair few of them as well, but luckily the ones I've still got are some of them are from the beginning. Well yeah, so the red-tailed catfish, I ended up rehoming him. I was gutted rehoming him, absolutely mint fish, love him. I do know how big they get as well. I've done more than enough research on them. So like I say, I'm building the pond. For now I'm going to have a pool pond though, because back end's kicking in. So I ain't got time to build the extension now between now and Christmas, and build a pond as well. So the best option for the fish now, obviously the ones behind us in the big tank, and the ones in the 450 will, sorry, I've got an itchy foot. Yeah, they'll be grown big enough in the pool pond, and then sometime next year I will be building as big a pond as I can. Like I say, it's got to be easily 6,000 gallon koi pond outside, so I'm going to aim for, I don't really do gallons, but I'd say 10,000 UK litres if I can. That I know you need between 1,500 gallon and 2,000 gallon for a red-tailed catfish. So if I can, I'm going to give them as much as possible. So I'd say try my best. Even if I have to, I might even be digging down on the ground just to get more volume basically. I've got loads of room to house a red-tailed catfish behind us in here. If I take the extension all the way to the fence line, so it'll be on like a triangle corner, because I'm in a cul-de-sac, I can make the pond, bloody hell, bigger than the koi pond outside if I'm honest. Absolutely, but then I'd have nowhere to sit. So yeah, like I say, red-tailed catfish, favourite fish, man. Absolutely love them. Epic fish, stunning. Missus loves them as well. Like I say, I love all the other fish as well, don't get me wrong. But yeah, definitely the red-tail, smart. Want to grow one, max. It's a dream of mine. I say back in 2014 when I had to rehome that one. Devastated, gutted me, and now what a fish. say, more than enough. So yeah, this is why I'm doing the videos basically. Maybe I can learn off yous as well. To be fair, I had 2 stingrays in the 8-foot tank behind us. Sadly I lost them, but where I had them from, they were in a tropical pond in a koi shop. The filtration was that good on that pond that they'd never even changed the water in there. The stingrays were born in there from the mum and dad. Never done water changes. It was immaculate. Obviously with an 8-foot tank and 2 FX6s, you're doing your water changes and that, and at the minute around this area they're putting that many chemicals in our tap water, it's just unbelievable. So they lasted probably a good 3 months. They were Matoro hybrids cross black diamonds, I believe. Absolutely stunning. I've got some little video clips of them, to be fair, so I'll try to upload them if I can. Like I say, I've got this editing app now, so see how that goes. But yeah, big pond build coming, big pond build. So as well as having a koi pond, obviously I might keep a couple of the tanks, but I don't know yet. Once the monster fish are grown and I've got that pond running, as well as having the koi and sturgeon outside, I think 2 ponds is more than enough. Obviously we sit in here as well. And when no one sits in here in summer, it's just too warm in here. When I built this, I insulated this like to the death. So yeah, no one sits in here until winter, Christmas time. We have parties and that in here. And when I build the pond, I'm going to build it so basically the whole front of the tank, obviously apart from, I know if I can get away with a couple of foot aside, I want a full glass window. And then obviously I've got the, I'll just turn here a minute, I've got the tropical plants there on top. I'm going to build a big scape at the back so it doesn't look like a pond so much, but basically like a full viewing window, and then like a wild Amazonian pond sort of style with the peacock bass, the catfish, obviously then a few other bits and bobs. But yeah, it's going to be smart, like, we'll make it as good as I can. So yeah, what else can I say really? About it basically. We're going all out for the red-tailed catfish. And I know there's a few people who are going to say, oh, you can't house one. You can house one. You can make that volume, that minimum, or maybe a bit more than minimum volume for a catfish. They don't move around that much. Everyone's criticising people and stuff and saying, oh, you couldn't have a red-tail. Why can't you have a red-tailed catfish? Fair enough, if people buy them and they can't re-own them, that's fair enough, right? That's their thingy, but to me, I know how big they get, so I'm going to max out. I'm going all out for the fish. Like I say, I've got 3-foot Siberian sturgeon in that pond outside, and I've had them for a good 6-7 years now. I had one at 4-foot Sturgio. Sadly, he passed away due to my own errors. I doing a water change one day, and it was blazing hot. Like I said, back in the day I was a bit of an amateur, and I never put an air stone in, and I come home, he was upside down, pardon me. Panicked, jumped in the pond with him, got the air in, did everything I could, and I thought he was alright. And then I got a phone call while I was at work one day, well the following day actually, I think it was a Monday. I was working topside of Stoke in Newcastle, and Mrs says Sturgio's upside down on the pond, he doesn't look good. So I I didn't drive at the time, so I got me, rang up my mate and said, listen, fish needs out, get me home now, I need to get home now. Anyway, got home, it was absolutely pissing it down that day, and I jumped in the pond with him, had him under the waterfall, under the air stone, forwards, backwards, best way I could try and revive him, but sadly he passed away, and absolutely gutted me that day. Cried my eyes out. Yeah, it was a bad day. So you live and learn from your mistakes of fish keeping. Like I say, when I do water changes on here, I literally trickle it in, don't fire the water in, because the amount of temperature change within 3 or 4 minutes of pumping 600 litres of water is not good. Like I say, I used to do it in the koi pond back in the day, and I'd empty 3,000 litres of water, chuck the hose pipe in, dechlorinate it, fill it right up to the max, and then I'd end up with a white spot because the change in temperature causes issues with the fish, upsets them, and then they just end up ill. So yeah, I learn from mistakes massively. But yeah, I'm not doing it this time. Like I say, I don't do anything. I don't do any of that anymore. Just literally take my time, no rush. Same with the koi pond now. Just literally take it out, pump it in slowly, and dechlorinate it. I haven't got a drip system on the pond. I am debating it, but it's just a natural pond. Like I say, in winter, the amount of leaves and that I get off trees is phenomenal. But you know, it's perks of having a natural pond, isn't it? I've got freshwater shrimps in the filter, all natural food, so it's pretty good, to be fair. I say this new pond build, having the best filtration I can get. Possibly going to be doing a wetland filter as well, to be fair, with an IBC tank. So I've looked into it. You can get up to like, I think it was like 200 gallon or something like that for a decent sized pond, but I've got 1,000 litre IBC, so big wetland filter that'll be, as well as having probably an easy pod or maybe a Nexus 220, and we'll go from there and see how that goes. Probably have a shower as well. I'm going to build it out of block work. I was thinking a sleeper pond, but excuse me, but I was like, I'm not too sure, because once I've built the pond I can't get to the back of it because it's going right up to the side of the extension. So like I say, I'm getting as much volume as I can, so there's no room for getting behind ponds to change timbers and stuff like that. So I'm going to build out a block work. So yeah, plenty to go at. Like I say, I will talk you through the videos of the build and that, and show you how to do concrete slabs and that. So yeah, that's about it really, guys. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.